Hello everyone, my name is Vipra Joshi and I am an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management in Electrical Engineering Department. Okay, so today I am going to deliver a lecture on subject of control system engineering. In this video, I will be explaining lag and lead compensator. This is unit 4th topic of 6th semester in electrical engineering branch. So at first we have to understand here what is compensator. We know that the main performance and specifications for any control system, okay, we have a accuracy, stability and the response of the system and speed of response. Okay, we have these parameter for the performance and specification of the control system. So in order to these performance specification, it required to redesign a control system. So for redesigning a control system, we have added a external device for that. Okay, so for that we adding a external device is system is known as compensator. Some necessary condition for the compensator is in order to obtain a desired performance of the system we use the compensating network and compensate a unstable system to make a stable system. It means it make a unstable system to a stable system. Okay, and a compensating network is used to minimize the overshoot. Okay, so the compensating network increase the steady state accuracy, and by increasing the steady state accuracy it can decrease the stability. It means it also increase the instability of the system. Okay, so this is the disadvantage. Okay, now the compensating network also introduce the pole and zero in the transfer function. Okay, so by introducing the pole and zero we can increase the performance and specification of the system. Okay, and we can say we change the characteristic and specification of the system by adding the pole and zero. Now what are the method of compensator? We have here three type of method. Okay, first is series compensation. So connecting compensating circuit between error detector and plant. You can see here we have a error detector. Okay, and this is the plant. So when we connect a compensator network between the error detector and plant, we can say it is the series compensator. So here the compensating network is inserted into the forward path. Okay, so we can say it is inserted into the forward path in the series compensator. Now when the compensator used in the feedback manner is called the feedback compensator. Here you can see the compensator used in feedback path. Okay, so once we can say here we have here a compensating network in the feedback path. Now load compensator. The combination of series and feedback compensator is known as load compensator. So here the series and parallel combination is combined. Okay, Now at first we will discuss on the phase lead network. So when a sinusoidal input signal is fed to the network, okay, so a sinusoidal steady state output we have obtained. So when the output we have obtained, it is having a phase is obtained, it has a phase, okay. So when the phase of the output voltage leads to the phase of the input signal, which is the sinusoidal signal, okay. So if the phase of the output voltage leads the phase of the input signal, we can say this is the lead compensator. And same as when the phase of the output voltage lags the phase of the input signal, it is called the lag compensating network. So at first we discuss on the lead compensating network, okay. So this is our diagram for the lead compensating network. Here we have the input voltage is E1, okay, and output voltage is E2. You can see here, okay. So input voltage is E1 and output voltage is E0. Okay, and here we have a resistance and capacitance. In the value of resistance, the current value is I1, and capacitor the current value is I2. Okay, now we have here also a second resistance. The value for this is R2, R3, and the current flow in this branch is I3. Okay, so now for solving it, we can see here the I current is going here I1 and I2. So we can say I1 plus I2 equal to I. So at first we have a formula I equal to I1 plus I2, and when we calculate the value of I1 here the voltage is E2 and here the voltage is E1. Okay, so value we know that V is equal to I into R and I equal to V over R. So here the voltage is E1 and E2. So we can calculate it by E2 minus E1. E over R is here I R1. So okay. So for the value of I1, the value of this is E1 minus E2 upon R1. Okay, we can take polarity as we want. Okay, you can also here E1 minus E2, here put the value of E1 minus E2. Okay, so here the value of I2 is, we know that the I2 in the capacitor branch, okay, here. So here the value of I2 is C into dV by dt. Okay, so C into dV, we here E1 minus E2. Okay, so here C into dV by dt. Now we have here the value of I is I1 plus I2, means E1 minus E2 over R1 plus C into dV E1 minus E2 over dt. And here the value of I3 is, you can see here the I3 in the branch of R2. Okay, so value for this I3 is E2 over R2, because here the voltage value is along this branch is E2. Okay, so now here we have equation 6.4 and 6.3. Okay, by this we can get here the value of E1 over R2 equal to E1 minus E2 over R1 into C d over dt E1 minus E2. It is because I3 equal to I. Okay, so here we put the value of I3, means now we have a this equation. Okay, so at first we take the Laplace transform for this. Okay, so when we take the Laplace transform for this, it is 1 over R2 because R2 is the constant. Okay, so the Laplace transform of E2 is E2s. Okay, and Laplace transform E1 is E1s and E2 is E2s, and here R1 is constant. So we can write this. And here the Laplace transform of dv by dt E1 minus E2 is s into E1s minus E2s, and here c is the constant. So when we find the value of E2s over E1s, it is R2 plus R1 R2 CS over R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 CS. Now when we take common here R2 over R1 plus R2, at first we take common in the numerator is R2, so it is under the bracket, the value of this is 1 plus R2. Here we take R2 common, so R1 into CS, and here in the denominator we take the common is R1 plus R2. So here the value is 1 plus R1 R2 CS over R1 plus R2. Now we denoted R1 plus R2 over R2 is A, and we denoted R1 R2 R1 plus R2 into C by the T. Okay, so when we denoted it by these value, we can get here E1s over E2s over E1s, means Laplace transform of output upon Laplace transform of input is 1 over A into 1 plus A into Ts and 1 plus Ts. Here A, we replace it A, and we can replace it also by alpha. Okay, so whatever you want to replacing. Okay, so here pole 0 plot if we making, then we can get here, we have here the value of 0 is minus 1 over at, and we can say if alpha in the place of a, we can say here the value is minus 1 over alpha t. Okay, and the value of pole is s is 1 over t. So when we draw a pole 0 configuration, we can see here this 0 is nearest to the origin. Okay, we have here a origin point, so here we can see that 0 is close to the origin. Okay, so this 0 is dominating 0, and it means its effect is more in comparison to the pole. We can denote it pole by this, and we can denote it 0 by this sign. Okay, so here we are saying that 0 is dominating 0. Okay, so it means its effect is more in comparison to the pole. Due to this, phase shift of the system is increases. Okay, so due to this 0, and we can say the dominating nature of this 0, by this we can increase the phase shift. So this is called the phase lead network. Now the second is phase lag network. Okay, so here we have a diagram, is here is resistance R1 and R2 resistance and capacitor C. Here the input voltage is E1, small e1, and output voltage is E0. Okay, so here the current flow is I. Now when applying the KVL in both mesh, here we have mesh number 1, here the mesh number 2, Okay, so for the mass number 1 we have write the equation. We can get here the current is I. Okay, so when the current is I flowing in this circuit, we can write the equation is I into V1 R1 sorry plus I into R2. And for the C we have value here, voltage is 1 over C into integration of I dt, integration of I dt. So we have here the value of 1 over C integration of I dt. Okay, and for the second loop we have R2. Okay, so I into R2 and 1 over C integration of I into dt. So we have here two values. Okay, this is input voltage and this is output voltage. So when we take Laplace transform of both equation, for the input equation we have E1s into, here R1 is constant, so the Laplace transform of I is Is and R2 is constant, and the Laplace transform of I is Is, and here the Laplace transform of integration of I dt is 1 over s into Is, and here 1 over c is constant. So this is the equation for the first, and for the second we have calculate the Laplace transform. It is E naught s equal to R2 into Is and 1 over Cs into Is. Okay, now when we calculate the value of output upon input, okay, so we have to divide both equation. So we get the value of E naught s over EIS equal to 1 plus R2CS over R1 plus R2CS plus 1. Okay, so here we know that A is R2 over R1 plus R2. Okay, and the value of AT is R2C, and the value of T is R1 plus R2C. So put these value in this equation which we consider. Okay, so the value for the transfer function is output upon input is 1 plus ATS over 1 plus TS. Here A is less than 1. Okay, so when we make the plot and we make 0 and we calculate the 0 and pole, and we draw the diagram, we can get here this is the pole and this is the 0. Okay, so we can see here we have a dominating pole because this pole is nearest to the origin. Okay, so here we have dominating pole. It dominating means its effect is more. Okay, so because it is nearest to the origin, okay, and because of this phase shift is reduced. Okay, so here the dominating nature of the pole reduces the phase shift, so we can say this is the phase lag network. So I think you are understand what is phase lag and what is phase lead. Okay, when a phase of the output voltage lead to the input voltage phase. Okay, so this is the lead network, and when our output phase voltage lags to the phase voltage of the input, it is called the lag network. It is due to the pole and zero nature, because when the dominating 0 is there, it increase the phase shift, and when the dominating pole is there, it reduce the phase shift. So by introduce 0 and pole, we can compensate the control system whatever we want. Thank you.